Yo, what's up people? Today we're talking about what's in my camera bag 2020. So one of my favorite YouTube videos to watch is people that create videos about everyday carry, camera gear, and kinda like what they bring with them and how they use it. Maybe there is a part 2 coming, but for now this is what I'm rocking. I know this video is about what's in my camera bag, but to be honest with you, I don't really have a proper camera bag. The camera bag that I use is the stock camera bag that you get with the camera, and that's this bag. I know it's a really small bag, but like it gets the job done. And yeah, the reason why I did not buy a proper camera bag is because I don't do a lot of client work, such as weddings and all those things. I do more video stuff on YouTube and Instagram photos, those kind of stuff, so I didn't really buy a camera bag. So the camera that I'm using is the Canon T6. This camera is not the best camera out there, but it's very outdated and it's still good, but it gets the job done, and that's good enough. I own this camera for 1 year and 2 months, and it's pretty good for people who are just entering the DSLR world. This camera is a first photo camera, but it also does some decent video on the side. This camera has 18 megapixels, and on the video side, it can shoot 30 frames a second in Full HD and 24 frames a second in Full HD. That is 1920 by 1080, but the downside of this camera is that it doesn't shoot 60 frames per second, which is kind of disappointing. It shoots 60 frames per second, but at a lower resolution, which is 1080 by 720, which is not Full HD. But hey, it is what it is. This camera has 18 megapixels, and it's pretty good enough for my Instagram photos and some client work as well. And it's not something crazy because I don't really shoot like for billboards and those huge kind of things, and the low light capabilities of this camera is really bad. By really bad I mean horrible. Like it's really freaking bad. So the lens that I use the most is my kit lens. That's the 18 to 55 millimeter f3.5. I use this lens most for video because it has all the focal lengths that I need. The next lens that lives in my camera bag is the 75 to 300 millimeter f4. I use this lens most for portraits because the compression that you get out of this lens is really sick and amazing. So this is my portrait slash telephoto lens, and it's also good to stalk some people because you can really zoom in and take a shot of them and then send it to their Instagram if you go home. So that's one of the lenses that I have. That's the second lens that I have. The next item is my cleaning kit. Every photographer or content creator needs a cleaning kit to really clean their camera and their lenses, because if you don't take care of it, it won't take care of you later. So if I'm planning to shoot a behind the scenes video, I try to use my POV mode the most because it's small and it doesn't take a lot of space in my camera bag, or if I'm just carrying it. So yeah, I try to use this the most because the tripod that I have is really hard to set up and takes a lot of time to set up. So I really try to use this. And yeah, just put it in your mouth and start recording. Just like this. So that's my POV mode. So that's the photo kit that I use when I have a photo shoot or something like that. But if I have a video gig or something like that, I bring a couple of extra items, such as the first stabilizer that I use the most is my Neewer Steadicam, glide cam. I don't know how you want to call it, but I prefer to call it a glide cam. I use this glide cam or steady cam to get rid of shaky footage or micro jitters that the camera gets when you hold it when you're filming handheld. So this steady cam really gets rid of that. The thing with the steady cam is that you really need to practice with it You need to learn how to balance the system and really learn how to use it. It's not like a gimbal, that is this one. It is a phone gimbal. It's not just like a gimbal that you can just pick up and start getting some smooth, buttery smooth footage. Yo, I'm tired as hell. I do have a gimbal, and that's the smartphone gimbal. This is the Zhiyun Smooth 4. I will be using this to film behind the scenes photos. No, I will be using this to film behind the scenes videos of me shooting, and I will be also vlogging with this so I can get rid of that shaky footage. The next item is my ND filter. So why do I carry a ND filter? The reason why I carry, this is not an ND filter, this is a UV filter. Just wait a second. So the reason why I carry a ND filter is to block out some light so that I can dial in my camera settings and get the best footage out there. So that's why I use a variable ND filter. And I also bring some extra items such as my mini tripods. This is just an old regular tripod. This is a tripod, but a phone tripod, and a selfie sticks, and some other things like batteries and SD cards and all those things. That's pretty obvious, you already know that. And that's what in my camera bag or kit. If you really like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you really like content about photography, filmmaking, lifestyle and vlogs, make sure to subscribe. It really helps the channel and the videos out. So my name is Heatedstroke, and I create content all about photography, filmmaking, lifestyle, and also a little bit of tech. So yeah, see you in the next video. Peace. Yo, what's up people? Today we're talking about what's in my camera bag 2020.